Hello, Son of God, and my brother. This is your awakening. Say my mind, and you don't die. And today's teaching is forgiveness, the face of Christ. Forgiveness is for God and towards God, but not of Him. It is impossible to think of anything He created that could need forgiveness. Forgiveness, then, is an illusion, but because of its purpose, which is the Holy Spirit, it has one difference. Unlike all other illusions, it leads away from error and not towards it. Forgiveness might be called a kind of happy fiction, a way in which the unknowing can bridge the gap between their perception and the truth. They cannot go directly from perception to knowledge because they do not think it is their will to do so. This makes God appear to be an enemy instead of what he really is. And it is just this insane perception that makes them unwillingly merely to rise up and return to him in peace. Return to him in peace. And so they need an illusion of help because they are helpless. A thought of peace because they are in conflict. God knows what his son needs before he asks. He is not at all concerned with form, but having given the content, it is his will that it be understood. And that suffix. The form adapts itself to need. The content is unchanging, as eternal as its creator. The face of Christ has to be seen before the memory of God can return. The reason is obvious. Seeing the face of Christ here. Seeing the face of Christ involves perception. No one can look at knowledge, but the face of Christ is the great symbol of forgiveness. It is salvation. It is the symbol of the real world. Whoever looks on this no longer sees the world. He is as near to heaven as is possible outside the gate. Yet from this gate, it is no more than just a step inside. It is the final step. And this will lead to God. Forgiveness is a symbol. Forgiveness is a symbol too, but as the symbol of his will alone, it cannot be divided. And so the unity that it reflects becomes his will. It is the only thing still in the golden part, and yet the bridge to heaven. God's will is all there is. We can but go from nothingness to everything, from hell to heaven. Is this a journey? No, not in truth, for truth goes nowhere. But illusions shift from place to place, from time to time. The final step is also but a shift. As a perception, it is part unreal, and yet this part will vanish. What remains is peace eternal and the will of God. There are no wishes now for wishes change. Even the wished for can become a welcome. That must be so, because the ego cannot be at peace, but will is constant as the gift of God. And what he gives is always like himself. This is the purpose of the face of Christ. It is the gift of God to save his son. But look on this, and you have been forgiven. How lovely does the world become in just that single instant when you see the truth about yourself reflected there. Now you are sinless, and behold your sinlessness. Now you are holy and perceive it so. Now you are sinless, and behold your sinlessness. Now you are holy and perceive it so. And now the mind returns to its creator. The joining of the Father and the Son, the unity of unities that stands behind all joining, but beyond them all. God is not seen, but only understood. His Son is not attacked, but recognized. Peace.